Welcome to the Cozy Girls Podcast, a podcast where two new friends get to know each other over a cup of coffee.
Come get cozy with us as we explore our past, present, and future.
Woo! Hi everyone, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Carolyn.
And yeah, we make up the Cozy Girls Podcast. And we basically just decided to make this podcast because we're two new friends, literally. And we thought it would be a really cool idea to make a podcast. We both love content creation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell us a little bit, for the ones that are listening, what, in a nutshell, like, who are you, Jackie? Like,
okay. Sorry guys, this is our first podcast, so it's going to be a lot of laughing and not knowing what to say, but we'll get better at it. But yeah, so I'm Jackie. And I love being creative. I love content creation. I have a YouTube channel called Jackie M. And I also love singing and being creative. I know Carolyn too. That's one of our hobbies that we both love doing. Mm-hmm. I am married as well. I got married 3 years ago to my husband, Alex. No kidding. I have 2 cats. I just got a kitten recently, and I'm also a massage therapist.
Nice.
Yeah. And how about you?
I'm Carolyn. I'm the awkward one. I'm just kidding.
That's more like me though. We should talk about that, like being awkward. Like.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything on this podcast. Mm-hmm. But anyway, okay, a little bit about myself. Carolyn. I'm 29, well, almost 29 in 11 days. June 18th is when I turned 29. And I've been married for 7 years to my husband, Alejandro. And it's been going great. We just moved recently. What else? My biggest hobby would have to be beauty stuff. It's relaxing for me and it's fun. It's a creative outlet for me to do my own makeup and share it with others. And I have an Instagram beauty page. It's Carolyn Val, VAL.M, if you guys want to check that out. And I also grew up just loving making content, like for YouTube. I also am a nanny. I like to do that also 2 days out of the week. I dabble in a little bit of everything, but where we come together, me and Jackie, is just loving to do creative stuff together, basically.
Yes. Yeah, we had our first, photo shoot together a couple days ago, and that was fun.
Yeah.
And I haven't met, actually, any friends, to be honest with you, that like to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're either too shy, I think.
I think it's the shy, yeah.
Maybe lack of confidence, too. I feel like I see some confidence in you, and I definitely have newfound confidence as well. Mm-hmm. So I feel like having the interests that we have, to be able to really delve into that, you need just a little bit of confidence. And we do get shy, and there's days where we probably aren't confident, but I think we're both strong in the creative aspect of it too, where we're like, let's do it, so
that's so funny you say that you see confidence in me, because sometimes I don't feel that confident, but I know in this type of stuff I do feel very confident. I don't know, I love it so much,
I can see the strength, how to, she's the one that helped set this up, technical wise. I'm not confident when it comes to techie stuff.
But you'll make beauty lives and do makeup.
Yeah, in front of people. That's easy because you just push Instagram live and you're live.
And I'm not too good at that. I would love to do it, but I don't know how. But also I feel like I love makeup, but it's not my thing. You're better at the more technical side of makeup, whereas me, I just like to do it, but I don't know how to do different looks,
Yeah, I think if you really love something, you're gonna really delve into it,
exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like that's what you do with your content creation, is you enjoy content creating so much, in different aspects, either recording yourself singing for your YouTube channel, So, like, if you love something enough, like, where there's a will, there's a way, basically. So that's where you'll see, like, oh, like you said with me, like, creating the different makeup looks, it's like, wow, she really likes makeup. You know, she's really into it.
Yeah.
So.
And we both, like, we're both in the same generation, I guess. Like, you're 29, I'm 30. Well, you're almost 29. And so we kind of grew up with social media in the aspect of, like, you know, like, seeing YouTubers first come up.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a whole thing, like, TikTokers and everything. But, yeah, like, seeing YouTubers do beauty and makeup looks and everything.
Podcast is a big thing now, so now we're hopping on that bandwagon.
Right.
But we're definitely, we like it, so hopefully you guys like it too.
Yeah, so just, like, get cozy, you know, like, grab a cup of coffee or something. We usually will drink, like, coffee, but we were kind of, like, trying to test out the waters with all the technology, so.
Yeah. So I'm drinking some water today, but even if you wanted to grab something, we can always pause it and you can grab something.
I'm pretty hungry, actually. Are you hungry right now? I'm kind of hungry. But
I could eat. I had Jackie so lovingly gave me a bowl of cereal when I got here, so
but only cereal. Like.
Yeah, but I mean it's still something in your stomach, so I'm not starving Marvin, but yeah. So okay, so how did we meet?
So we met.
So we met because my husband. This is Carolyn, in case you guys are still getting familiarized with the voices. My husband Alejandro and I recently moved to a different part of the East Bay area, and that is where we met Jackie. So we're Christian, and we met each other at a Christian meeting, and we're part of the same congregation now, so that's how we met.
And it came at a good time because I was really hoping for a new friend and especially a new couple because, you know, me and my husband, we've been looking for like a new couple's friend to go on double dates with and...
Boba dates.
Boba dates, LA dates, and everything. So, yeah, we're having a lot of fun, so...
Yeah. So, once we found out that, like, we both like content creating and... we're, like, kind of around the same age bracket, and, like, we're getting along so well and stuff. Like, we're really becoming friends. We're like, you know what? Why don't we make a podcast, like, kind of learning about each other, and then you guys can learn about us also at the same time. I don't know. We thought it would be an interesting concept. So
And it's also funny because our husbands are kind of similar in a lot of ways.
It's weird.
So you'll meet them someday, maybe. I don't know if they'll want to come on, but
we'll force them to.
They have a lot of similar interests and all that. So
yeah, they both love to cook and grill. Like, so much so that they, like, kind of take over, basically. And we're the ones that mostly just, like, kind of help them. Like, okay, you want me to go buy a salad for dinner? Okay. Right. Like, you know. So that's something similar that we have. We also, like I said, we love, the four of us love food and, like, runs for, like, boba. Just stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're excited.
So... like we were talking about, we're new friends, and so I was curious about what our first impressions of each other is or were. How would you say that? Like,
what our first impressions of each other were.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. She's the smart one, not me.
I'm like thinking, I'm like, is it where it is? I don't know.
So, take it away, Jackie.
Me first. Oh my goodness.
What did you think about, like, me or even, like, Alejandro, us together, individually, whatever? Like, your first impression.
Okay, so I met you, of course, at one of our meetings, and I remember, like, the first time I said hi to you, and I thought you were really nice. Yeah, like, really friendly, like, very comfortable, like, not awkward at all. Like, you said you were awkward. I'm like, really? I'm the awkward one. But, yeah, like, just so sociable, talking to everyone, like, like, not scared to talk to anyone. And I forgot what was our next meeting afterwards. Like, what was our next time that we hung out? I forgot.
I know, and it hasn't even been that long ago. Like, because we...
What was it? So I said hi to you in the meeting, and then...
I think we set up to, like,
do something. Oh, it was dinner. You invited us to your house.
Dinner? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, so we went to your house for dinner, because apparently you guys love to host dinners and hospitality and all that. So we went to your house first, and I don't know, I just felt like very comfortable very fast. I feel like it was just, I remember the first night that we had dinner together, like we were there for a while till like 10 or 11 just talking, and we were laughing a lot, and it just seemed really nice, like it was like a click, which I love that. I love that type of like connection. Yeah, and that's all I remember. I'm like, I love the dress you were wearing. Really nice makeup, of course. I think your sister was there too, but...
Oh, yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
And I think you were all... I was like, okay, she's very friendly. You invited people that day, like, to lunch or something. Yeah, you were very, like, sociable and, like, friendly and good vibes, good feelings around you, so...
Okay, so my first impression of Jackie... So, thinking back to that So, I actually had seen her around with her husband at the meetings, the Christian meetings, but we didn't formally meet, if that makes sense. So, I would see her around, and I always thought, oh my gosh, like, she dresses really nice. Like,
I'm like, really?
I'm like, she, like, if you, like, you need to do a lookbook, girl, like one of these days, so you can, and I think you are planning on doing that, right?
I am, but the thing is, like, I'm in my house most of the time. It's like, where do I film? Like, where do I take pictures in my house?
Yeah.
There's no natural lighting. I don't know.
Well, you can call me to do that. I don't, I'll be like your photographer, basically. But, yeah, so I remember thinking that you had really nice outfits, and your hair too, it was like flipped out, kind of like 50s style, really? Like a short, it was like flipped out. So I thought that was interesting, like that you had like a concept going, like a style concept. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, I kind of felt like you were slightly shy, but I feel like that might be, I feel like that's maybe you holding, like, not purpose, well, maybe purposely, I don't know, holding back first, like, to see, like, if the person, like, you don't want to weird out the person. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just hit the laptop right now. Like, you like to, I think you like to test out the waters first.
Yeah.
Before, like, giving someone your full personality, maybe, because you don't want to weird them out. I don't know if that's...
It makes sense, but also I'm like, I wish I wasn't like that, but hey, we're still trying to grow confidence, right? So
yeah. So as soon as I kind of let her know, like, that, like, in whatever way, like, that she can be comfortable with me and that I'm trying to make new friends and stuff, like, I feel like she just, like, knocked that barrier down. She was just like, boom. So the next time that we hung out, obviously, like she said, we were at my house, and the first impression I had of you was the fact that you asked a lot of questions, like, boom,
really?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
You were like, how long have you been married? Like, do you like being married? Like, how's marriage life? Like, have you lived with any of your, like, parents before? Like, how was that? Was it difficult? Like, just like,
it's
like that.
Being desperate for friends. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I saw it, like, I was just like, it honestly surprised me. I was like, wow, like, because it went from that first time of you, I feeling like holding back all of that, like, curiosity and stuff, to being like, okay, she's inviting me to her house, so obviously she wants to, like, make friends and stuff. Like, I'm here right now. This is the perfect opportunity to just, ask her all these questions and, like, become friends quickly, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was super surprised with the questions.
You're
but
like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I really like your questions because it's like an interview, but it's like it's cool because you're getting all the important questions out basically,
Yeah.
and then we get to know each other faster like that too. So you're really good at asking questions.
So that's why you said that the other day. I'm like, really?
Yeah. So that was something that I noticed. So
yeah, I just like getting to know people a lot, like if they're open to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I like getting to know people like on a deeper level too, you know. And I know not everyone, it's not easy for everyone, but when it is easy, it's really fun.
Yeah, I can see that in you. She gets a spark when like she's getting to know someone.
Yeah.
And it's not just with me. Like I've seen it with like my younger sister Angie. We hung out all three of us together like the other day. And like I remember getting up to use the restroom, and when I came back, you were like asking her questions and stuff like that. Like so, you like getting to know people, you know. Like so that's cool.
Yeah, I really do. I think it's fun. Yeah, it's just like I think I'm not necessarily. I can be shy, but it's like
when someone lets you, you're like boom.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess in some ways there is confidence, and there's in other ways we're all learning, right? We're all learning how to strengthen ourselves, but
yeah. I feel like that's something that I struggle with is well, now I'm getting better at it, but before I would just be like very transparent about like my personality and who I am.
Really?
and be just like boom, this is who I am. Like,
I
hi,
love that,
I just met you. This is who I am. And it would like kind of freak people out. And I've noticed that. So then I feel like now I'm a lot softer with it. And then, because I don't want to weird people out either. I don't know.
I feel like at the like when we attend our meetings, like I just don't want to like ask too much at the meetings.
You feel like it's not the right time.
Yeah, exactly. But like in a more comfortable setting, it's like it's easier. You know what I mean? Not comfortable, but like more like late, not
casual.
Casual, yeah, more casual setting and like, yeah.
That's so funny, huh?
I know, but yeah, I've always had definitely good impressions of you.
Aw, thank you. Me too, of you guys. So
yeah.
So the next thing we wanted to talk about today was how to make new friends in your 20s. So, because like we were talking about, how old are you again?
I'm 30. I turned 30 in February. Yeah. So.
But yeah, young at heart forever. So
I think we've always been in the same grade though, because I graduated high school 2012, and so did you. So like I'm just a year older. I'm a year older than everyone else. But yeah,
that's true.
We're like in the same like brain category. I don't know, not like grades or whatever. Like
academically.
I guess academically. I don't know.
Sociably, I don't know. Yeah, I get that. So, yeah, in case somebody was wondering, like, oh, how can I make friends? Like, how did you guys do it? Blah, blah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend? I think
I would recommend, like, it doesn't matter if it's small talk at first. Like, you just have to talk to someone. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh, I just hate small talk. I can't get to know someone because I'd rather just be deep with them right away. But I feel like you have to start with even like, oh, how are you? Like, how are you doing? Or like, just small talk. I don't know. And then that's how you'll get to really like get deeper with someone and just not be afraid to reach out to people.
Yeah, that's a big one for me. And I feel like you definitely noted that about me, was like just throwing yourself basically in the lion's pit and then seeing like what happens. I mean, in this case, hopefully it's not a lion's pit. Like it's I know a lot of people, they see it like that, especially if they're really shy and stuff. They feel like they're throwing themselves like in a lion's pit or whatever. But maybe seeing it like you're throwing yourself I don't know, like in the circus ring, and seeing like, oh, like where you fit in basically, or who you click with, or what you're good at, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So throw yourself out there, for sure. And what I did in my new setting is just everyone that I met, just getting their phone number. And then, so I have like probably like, at this point, I probably have like 15, 20 phone numbers. But do I talk to all of them and have clicked with all of them? Not yet. You're definitely one of them that like I clicked right away with and like we hang out with. I mean, we're doing a whole podcast.
I
like,
know.
like so yeah, like if you meet 20 people, you'll probably become hopefully friends or even besties with like 2 of them maybe. Yeah. Right? So
exactly.
Not everyone that you meet is going to be like your soul mate as far as friends goes, but
yeah.
Just throwing yourself out there, meeting a bunch of people in places where maybe you have in common with, like maybe go to Barnes & Noble, go to the mall if you like shopping.
Yeah.
You'll probably meet people that have the same common interests as you like that. Just like how I met Jackie at a Christian meeting. So our faith was basically something that was the common denominator, but then after that it was like our personality and
everything else.
And yeah, exactly what we like and stuff.
Yeah.
So
and also it's like I feel like quality over quantity. So like you don't have to have 10 besties as long as you have like 1 or 2 really close friends at this point in life. Like that's all that matters really, is like you don't need to please every single person in your phone list,
That's another thing. Yeah, you can't also beg someone to.
Exactly.
I feel like I feel like I've noticed that is like I give people like many chances, but as soon as there's a chance where they kind of let me know, kind of like that they're not interested in that kind of relationship with me, then I take that as my answer and I just move on to the next person, or I work on the people that have like responded in the way that I would like, so
yeah. But like, how have you met a lot of friends though? Like, how have you been with friend making like throughout your life?
I feel like it's always been easy for me to meet people, go up to them, make acquaintances, but it's harder for me to find or to but to find those like I was mentioning before, like that soulmate connection with, like friendship wise.
Yeah.
Bestie wise, it's been a little hard, and I'm kind of glad that like that's kind of happening with you, honestly. So
Yay!
yeah.
I know, I'm very happy about that. Like, yeah.
Because that's what I want, is like deep connections, people you can count on, everybody needs someone like that, I mean,
do.
I know there's people that are like, oh, like my family, that's the only people I can trust, like, is my family. Like, they're very family. And I get it. Like, you're
like that, kind of?
I understand it, but friendship is a whole different dynamic. Like, it satisfies a different part of your brain and heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like with family too, like, you can kind of, like, not be mean to them, but they're your siblings, so it's kind of like you can, like, really mess with them, and with a friend you can do that too, but it's a little bit different. It's like a little bit more, like a best friend is different than a sister. You know what I mean? And you can like feel like sisters, but like it's just a little bit different. Like you wouldn't make fun of your best friend all the time, like in a way that you make fun of like your little sister or something. You know? Like,
you can't tell them like
exactly.
You can't tell them. You can't tell them like, I'm gonna tell mom because you guys aren't siblings. Like,
yeah, like it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I also love it when friends get to know their families too. Like when you're like, oh, like getting to know your sisters, or like when you get to know my family eventually, and you have met my mother-in-law, and so that's also fun because it's like you're your best friends become family eventually. And that's always a good point.
Yeah.
A good point to get at eventually.
Yeah. That's what, hopefully you feel comfortable like family, eventually with whoever.
Exactly. And it takes time, so don't, like, you don't have to force anything, like, try to, like, if you don't feel comfortable right away, like, it's fine, it takes time to really get to know someone, but I know, I'm very happy. I'm happy that we met, because, like, I've always wanted to have a bestie that lived near me.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's always, like, different phases in life, too. So, like, maybe you used to have a bestie, like, in a former season of life, but now it's, like, a new season. Maybe you're in your late 20s and 30s now, and you're all in different stages in life. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, too. Because, like, another common thing, obviously, is the fact that we're married, too. So,
no kids.
Yeah. So, yeah, no kids also, so.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier for us, because a lot of people our age have kids at this point, like in their late 20s and 30s, but for us, like, we're still trying to...
Enjoy our marriage.
Exactly. Enjoy our marriage, enjoy traveling,
Hold on to that for a little bit, And that's not to say that, like, that we can't have besties that don't have, like, identical lives to us, right? Like, I'm hoping I make also more besties that have kind of a different life than me, just because I feel like that's interesting also.
Yeah.
And it helps each other too. Because maybe, like, I can make a younger friend, maybe they're like, 15, 17, and maybe we click so much that we become best friends, and maybe they want, like, life advice about, like, oh, should I get married, should I not, like, what should I do with my life, and then I can help in that sense or something. I don't know. Or, like, I could have a bestie that's like
60.
Yeah, exactly, 60, that we click because we have the same hobbies or something, and then she tells me all about her life story too, and that's interesting in itself too. So
yeah, so it doesn't have to be like the same age as you or same hobbies, but it can be any type of person, like,
that you just click with.
Exactly. Yeah. And then let's see what else. What other ways?
I've been meeting some people online, like on Instagram. Some people reach out, and you can kind of, like, even through messaging, find out, like, if someone's, like, how the person is, right? So I have this friend that I met that actually, I should say that I haven't physically met yet, but we've met through Zoom and through Instagram. First we met through Instagram, then we had some meetings on Zoom, and the next step for us that we're wishing is to meet in person. Yeah, so she lives probably like 40 minutes from me, I found out.
Okay, so Bay Area still?
Not, of. I think it's the other what would Fairfield be? That's not Bay Area, right?
Oh, no, but it's like right next to us, actually.
Yeah, so I met someone like that. So, but it took time too, and it took, like, a level of trust, especially you got to be really careful online.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I saw that she is a Christian also, and that we share the same faith. We share the love of makeup, and we follow each other, and then, like, we talked on Zoom, and now we're planning, hopefully, to meet up soon in person. So, yeah.
Yay! Yeah, so, like, especially nowadays, of course, be careful online, but, like, it can be another way to make friends, is
It's not the only way to make friends,
Yeah.
obviously, because there's the misconception of that too.
Yeah, just online social
Yeah.
media. No, there's some like I feel like it's better in person, but you also can find people online that have the same interests as you and do maybe the same things, you know? So, yeah, our generation, like, we probably know more, like,
That's
how
what I
to
was
do
gonna
that.
say is that I've met a lot of young people where that like, or I haven't met them, but I've heard of a lot of the younger generation, like Gen Z, that really get caught up in the cyber world of things.
Oh, I know.
And they're like, I only have cyber friends. Like, I only have online friends, like, in Ohio or something, or, you know, and it's like, that's cool, I guess, if you're being safe about it, but, like, you also want to make, like, in-person friendships, too, because that in-person connection is definitely, like, super different.
It's so different.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can't fully be yourself until you're in person. You know?
Yeah. And being online all the time too is like not good for your mental health or even your physical health too.
I know. And that's why sometimes I delete TikTok because it's way too much for
Really?
me.
I've heard of people that do that.
Yeah, it's so addicting. I think it's more addicting than any other app.
Really? So I've had another friend that also off and on she'll delete it. I don't what I do is I just like kind of train myself like, okay, like give yourself like a few days of being off and enjoy something else instead of just TikTok or whatever it is that I'm infatuated with at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I love social media for like fashion advice and different trends, like makeup trends and all that. I love it.
Yeah, I like trendy stuff too and like making it my own.
Yeah. Trendy, but in your own way. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think for now that's pretty much all the tips we have at the moment. I'm still trying to learn how to make more friends, but I'm really happy with where I am right now in life and with the friends that I have and just really trying to make deeper connections because I think life is so much better when you have friends.
Yeah. And I think that's how we even found each other was because we sensed that of each other, that we were both kind of putting ourselves out there. So you'll find like ones basically.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll attract what you're putting out too.
Exactly. Yeah. So just like be as open as possible.
Open-minded.
I think that's the word. Yeah, open-minded. Again, they don't have to be like you. They can be different ages, different interests, but if you have that connection, then just go for it.
Please don't prejudge because if you were to prejudge me, I don't even want to know what you would prejudge me as. Like, like I know some people, like, they're like, I hope not. I don't know. I feel like maybe sometimes, especially like my sister's friends, think that I'm maybe like a big weirdo or something. Yeah, because they're
Teenagers.
like, yeah, well, they're kind of getting out. They act, or not act, but they have that kind of youthful energy still, I guess. So, I don't know.
I know. I feel like judging is like the hardest. Like I'm not like a judger. Like, I'm pretty open with people, but like I know some people are like naturally pretty like judgy a little bit, and not to say it's like a bad thing because it's like that's how some people are, you know.
Yeah, sometimes that's their way of keeping themselves safe is to like kind of prejudge like would they be a good friend of mine? I don't want to get hurt again or something. But you don't know until you're actually trying it out, right?
Exactly.
You won't know. Yeah. I mean, don't be scared, like we said, like put yourself out there, you know, and then hopefully, you know, your efforts will be rewarded.
Yay! So we wish that you guys, not we wish, we hope that you guys can make good friends and what am I saying?
And if not, then we're always around too. But like we're trying to encourage you guys too. So with whatever tips we've compiled, you know.
Yes, and I think it's always a good thing to just try to encourage you guys in any way, and right now our encouragement is friendship and just building deeper relationships. So, yeah. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Or talk to you next time.
Okay. We're probably gonna go eat something, or I don't know. We'll see what we do right now.
Yeah, I'm really hungry right now.
Yeah.
Actually, my stomach is growling.
All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day or night whenever you're listening to this.
All right, bye.
Bye.